Steve. I can't believe it. We're live and we should stay that way. So, Steve, you can just stay there. Just stay
okay,
there.
I'll just stay here.
I want to say that I feel really bad. The day I left for this trip, my wife got the flu, everybody. And what's worse is her doctor said she got it from me, even though I never had any flu symptoms. So I just want to say, I'm sorry, honey. Have some soup, take some medicine, and next week I promise to come home alone.
Crying out loud.
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online, and though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Hello, and welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. Here are some etiquette guidelines for Virtual Comedy Show. Please arrive 15 minutes early. Please be quiet, except for laughing. We've been a Zoom meeting civilization for 2 dang years. You know the drill. Just be polite. We would like to see your face as part of the audience. Let's be social, not just distant. So get comfortable, plan to laugh, but not heckle, and let's make our semi-quarantine world a bit more normal for a little while. Thanks, and enjoy the Virtual Comedy Show.
It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Steve Goodie and Brad Tassell. Tonight, Steve and Brad welcome comedian
Myles Weber.
from
Annie Mosher.
Annie Vasquez. More. Now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
Am I here? All right, okay.
Yeah.
You're there. Just calm down. I'm going to get through this as fast as I can and not hurt anybody. And let's see if I stay connected. Hello, friends. Virtual Comedy Show. I'm Brad. That's Steve. We've got Patti. We've got one of my favorite people in the world. He doesn't know it, but Myles Weber. Also, Myles won the San Francisco Comedy Competition. Amazing. And of course, everybody's sweatpants gal. It's Annie Mosher. So that's kind of fun, isn't it? So, okay. So here we go. I'm going to do the jokes. I just wrote this joke. Martha Stewart, 81, is the cover girl for the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. Did you see that?
Really? Yep.
Yeah.
Saw that.
She looks great. She looks great, and you can tell that you can be healthy at any age. I can take her, said my mom, 84. Okay. My mom's hotter. Here we go. George Santos has been charged with, my handwriting's bad. George Santos has been charged with wire fraud and a bunch of other felonies. He promises this is a witch hunt. And through his attorney, he said, forget it, Simon Crookes. That was a spell. Okay, here we go. Yeah, my feed is getting weak. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Basketball legend Bill Russell's rookie card just sold at auction for $660,000, which is almost as high as the number of women Wilt Chamberlain's rookie card gave chlamydia.
Oh. I would like you to diagram that joke, please.
Coming in. I apologize. Well, if you can still hear me, we're good. In a new documentary, Britney Spears' lawyer for the last 2 years, Matthew Rosegart, says he's proud of all the work he's done on the singer's behalf, and he's even more proud of the $4.2 million he's charged the singer in legal fees since 2021. Whoa. One person close to the singer said, usually to get that kind of cash, you have to marry her. Are they getting through?
Yeah.
Okay, GM. Now, this one, I don't know if it makes sense. GM is recalling almost 1 million vehicles because the airbags have a faulty inflator that could explode during a crash, causing metal fragments to fly through the cabin. Oh, geez. The company will replace the airbags, even though they said not one of the drivers getting in a crash have ever complained. Because they're dead. Okay, great. Okay, well, at least you understood it. Dolly Parton and Garth Brooks hosted the 58th Annual Academy of Country Music Awards, which started with Dolly Parton bringing out a live goat and saying GOAT stood for Garth Organized a Threesome. Did you know that? I know. And that's with Dolly and his wife, Trisha Yearwood. Yeah. Now, Brooks blushed and said if Parton did join them, it would be more like a fivesome. You always do breasts with her. Okay. Elon Musk has hired a new CEO for Twitter, Linda Yaccarino. You know that? And she promises to do the best thing for social media ever for Twitter. Her first task as CEO that will revive the integrity of Twitter, ban Elon Musk.
Yay.
Okay, this one is my favorite and it's horrible. A woman trying to board an airplane in India was found to have 22 snakes in her luggage. Customs thought she had 23 snakes till one began to vibrate.
Tolton battery.
It's that kind of week. I can feel it. Okay, you think that was creepy? Peloton is recalling 2 million of their exercise bikes because the seat may break off during a workout, causing many men to realize why their wives keep saying no to that.
Oh my.
Takes a while for the laughs to get all the way across the ocean.
Yes. Come on. That is literally one of the strongest jokes I've ever written, even though it's about something.
I'm afraid you're right.
I'm afraid I'm right too. Okay.
Sneaks up on you.
Eurovision has a winner. Did y'all watch the Eurovision?
No.
Does anyone know what Eurovision is?
No, I haven't
heard of it.
Okay. Eurovision has a winner. The yearly singing contest is said to be the biggest in the world, which is sad that I really kind of had no idea what it was. I thought it was a knockoff of WandaVision, but that's not it. It's a song contest for bands and singers who do original songs. Sometimes huge and crazy antics and costumes. Yeah, think of like The Voice, but fun, and the winners don't disappear immediately. The winner this year was Loreen. Wow, we are really far behind, aren't we? The winner this year was Loreen from Sweden, singing her ballad, The Tattoo, which beat out the other 25 countries. Now, next year, the singer hopes to win with her new song, Laser Removal. I want y'all to know there was a 6-second lag between the end of that joke.
We were laughing.
It's much longer than that. That's the laugh from the previous joke.
Oh, we said the same thing, Kevin.
That's all good. By the way, the contest was held in Liverpool. Usually the country that won the year before hosts. But last year's winner was the Ukraine, from the Ukraine, and they couldn't have it there because the Ukraine still has a pesky virus that's still lingering called Putinuria. Okay. That one got nothing. Okay. Now I don't know if it's not getting laughs or it's taking too long. Here we go. Zelda, any Zelda fans out there?
No.
No.
Nope.
You don't even know what that is.
Who?
Zelda
Zelda
fans took
It's
the day
a-
off
it's a game.
work yesterday.
Oh.
It's a video game. Well, it's a video game brand. Okay. Zelda fans took the day off yesterday to play the new video game Tears of the Kingdom. Also taking the day off, 10 million old people from their smartphones as all of tech support was playing Zelda.
Yeah.
Two more, and then we made it. The most popular shoes worn on private jets are? Anyone?
We didn't understand the question.
Oh, the most popular shoes worn on private jets are?
Air Jordan?
Slippers, Crocs.
None.
Yeah, we are sneakers. Sneakers.
Oh.
Okay.
Followed by the most popular thing said on private jets. Look, honey, I'm wearing sneakers. Okay. I thought that one was cute.
I don't know why.
Okay, last one. Listen close. I hope it comes through. Be ready, Steve.
I'm ready.
I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to do my Myles Weber, cool and calm. Social media influencer Karen Marjorie has more than 2 million followers, mostly men, who look at her pictures and endless messages online. Karen has now created the first personal AI clone of herself, and the AI bot will be your girlfriend for $1 a minute. In the first week of Karen AI, Karen made $100,000, and $200,000 was made by Lubriderm.
Brad Tassell. Hey, classic for Mother's Day. That was amazing.
I'm so proud.
I think we got through it, Steve.
Yeah, we got through it. I think you can breathe.
Oh, God.
You just take it easy.
I get so panicked the whole time.
I can understand why.
I know.
If I had jokes like that, I would be panicked the whole time too.
Oh, come on.
You can take your seat now, Brad.
I kid. All right. Should we go on to the next thing?
All right, do your thing.
Here's the next thing. Hi, everybody. Clap again for Brad Tassell. Following the adage that I've followed throughout my showbiz career, make it look as difficult as possible. So,
that's right.
It's time for a top 10, and as we've mentioned several times, at least during the pre-show portion, it's still Mother's Day, according to me. I am here at my mom's house. My mom is right over there, and she's going to be helping me with the song in just a little bit. But before we do that, it's time for the top 10 list, and what could be more appropriate for the ongoing celebration of Mother's Day than a category, Top 10 Unpopular Mother's Day Gifts.
All right.
Just want you to understand, these are unpopular. That I'm recommending these. I am not recommending any of these. These are the top 10 unpopular Mother's Day gifts. Number 10, a coupon to exchange my very disappointing siblings for 2 much more satisfying houseplants. Possible I mean that one. Let's just. Number 9, 3 words, the garden weasel from Ronco. Number 8, a dozen roses that smell like my room when I was 8. Very unpopular. Top 10 unpopular Mother's Day gifts. Number 7, breakfast in bedpan.
That's not good.
You're right. I agree. Number 6, a combination drone and trash taker outer. Patent pending. Actually a good idea, but sounds very dangerous. Number 5, a 12-page apology for each of the graduate degrees I never got. Number 4, and a 90-page apology for quitting college after 2 years. Sorry. Number 3, and an affidavit swearing that I will finish school by 2027 and stop with the jokes already. Number 2, and a framed copy of my GED. With all of Mom's computer and phone passwords on the back in giant letters. And the number 1 unpopular Mother's Day gift, and I want to apologize to my dad who's right here. Number 1, a refund for the vasectomy that Dad said he got in 1964. Too far and too soon.
My Lubriderm thing made people mad.
Hey, Brad's still here.
Yay! I am.
Wow,
I'm
this
very
is
excited.
fantastic.
You know who else is here?
Who's here? Can you bring her in or shall
I
I?
don't know. Can you find who's here?
There she is. It's Annie Mosher!
Annie Mosher!
Right there.
Yay!
Hi, Annie.
She's frozen with her mouth open. There she is, smiling.
No, she's awesome. I think it's just your feed that's a little frozen there, Brad.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, Annie. I'm going to announce, and I hope you will repeat it, that you just released a new album, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Cool.
And I have pre-ordered it along with lunch. You and I
How
have
nice.
lunch in the next
Yes.
couple weeks.
That's wonderful.
Done it. For every album, you get a sandwich. It's the craziest promo I ever heard. I think it's great. So you know the drill here. We're going to do a little intro for you. Then you're going to play a song.
Great.
And then I got to answer it somehow. And then we're going to play another song. So happy Mother's Day. Here comes this.
Okay.
Happy Mother's Day.
Any second now.
It's our musical guest, Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest, It's time for our musical guest.
Annie Mosher. Where'd it go, Annie? Hi.
Oh, is it go? Okay, I didn't know. I was up at the start line, but
The part where I say your name is the last part.
oh. Okay, I'm gonna do my zombie song. I've done this one before, but I'm doing it to make up for the next song I do, which I wrote today for the purpose of I gotta have another silly song. So here's a love song. I'm a zombie, no really. I'll hunt you down and eat off your face. You'll be sleeping, I'll be creeping, trying to find a way into your place. So run if you think you can. Sugar daddy, you're a dead man. Go on and hit me with the frying pan. I'll be eating off the palm of your hand. No, really, ooh. It's a Mother's Day song. I'm a zombie, no really. A wrinkly, pinkly skin and a slick, bald head. Eyes that bug out and really stick out. They can't really kill me, 'cause I'm already dead. But baby, when push comes to shove, even little zombies need love. And I'm lonesome as a featherless dove. Let me tell you what I'm dreaming of. I need you to hold me. It's so weird. It's so
Here you go.
I put this on the record. Why not? You know? Now you're a zombie. No, really. Let's tap dance off into the sun.
That was
We
tremendous.
need that song.
Wow. If only Brad and I were in the same room, we could do a zombie song. It's not possible.
Yes.
So I'm supposed to answer
I'm
that.
hungry.
The only way I can answer that really is because you said, hey, it's Mother's Day in the middle of it, and I've got something for that. I got my mom here. She's going to wave at you all. She doesn't want to be on camera, but she's going to wave with her hand. Say hi, Mom. A little closer. One more. There you go. There's Mom's finger. All right.
Hey.
Hi, Steve's mom.
This is a song that I wrote many years ago about a young man named Josh. He's about 30, and he's still pretty attached to his mom, as you'll see. There are 4 parts in this song. There's Josh. There's his mom's voice on an answering machine. There's his mom's voice for real. And there's the beep of the answering machine. I can only play... I'm sorry, there's a 5th part. There's me dialing the phone, which is a different kind of beeping. I can only do 4 of those 5. So Mom here is going to do the beeping of the answering machine. Let's practice that, Mom. Go ahead and beep for everybody. Beep. There you go. Got that? All right, here we go.
Wow.
Beep, 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 beep. Dialing the phone. You've reached the home of Phil and Barbara Meek. Please leave your name and number at the beep. You have 30 seconds in which to speak. Hi, Mom, it's me, your son, number 3. Pick up, pick up, pick up, it's me, it's Josh. I wish you were in, 'cause by now it has been 3 weeks since you did my wash. It's such an awful laundry, I have tons of dirty laundry, not to mention all the dishes in the sink. And if you wouldn't, Ah, crap. This is the same. And if it... I forgot the words. We practiced this 5 times. I got it right. I'm going to start again. Hi, Mom. It's me, son number 3. Pick up. It's me, it's Josh. I wish you were in, because by now it has been 3 weeks since you did my wash. It's such an awful quandary. I have tons of dirty laundry, not to mention all the dishes in the sink. If it isn't too much trouble, come on over on the double, because I fear I'm getting dizzy from the stink. And also, while I've got leaving a message here, I just want to remind you, oh my God, it just cut me off. I was not done yet. Clearly not done, because I screwed up the song. I'll just dial again. Beep, 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 beep. This song was written back when you could just dial 7 digits and get your mom. Please, you Bill and Barbara Meek. Please leave your name and number at the beep. You have 30 seconds in which to speak. Wow. Hi, Mom. It's Josh again. Your gizmo cut me off again. This time I'll try to speak more rapidly. If the airport's on your way, the wife is flying in today, and I'd go get her, but there's bowling on TV. The furnace needs a filter. Hell, the whole thing's out of kilter. Better bring your socket wrenches when you come. And if it wouldn't kill you, bring some polish for the silver. It'll help you when you're scrubbing off the scum. Oh, wait, one more thing. Speaking of scum, I was just talking to my... Oh, she did it again! She wonders why I'm in therapy. All right, I'm going to dial one more time, but that is it! Beep, 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 beep. By now she would have picked, the thing would have picked up. Joshua, is that you? Oh, yes, Mom. Hi, I was just gonna, yes, this is your mother. You should be more like your brother. He takes care of things himself, no help from me. I do for you, but nothing's getting through to you. You're 30 and still sitting on my knee. Wasting no more breath because I babied you to death. And Oprah says I have to draw the line. Since I failed her mother test, I'm gonna yank you from my breath. You rotten, no good, spoiled brat of mine. That's okay, Mom. I'll just ask Grandma. Joshua, have you eaten? I've got soup with kreplach heaten. I'll come to you, precious darling son of mine.
Yeah.
Yay. Thank you, everybody. Sorry I made such a mess of that. Let's go back to Annie, who knows what she's doing, and get one more song of awesomeness.
Great, Steve.
Song she wrote today.
So good. Well, I wrote this for this. So here we go. And it's not really done. It's just sort of a framework. So guess what? That's where we're at tonight.
We need 6 more disclaimers before you start.
There's a couple more. There's only 2 more. So when I was in grade school, the girls used to line up with like a tug-of-war situation, and they were talking about the Dukes of Hazzard, and they were hollering which one they liked better. So half the girls were like, Bo Duke, and they'd pull the rope, and the other girls were like, Luke Duke, Bo Duke, Luke Duke. And for me, that was like a total no-brainer. It was Boss Hogg.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'm gonna write a song about that. Pardon me, I'm here to see Big Daddy. He's got a roll of $100 bills away down deep in his pocket. I'm gonna take them out one by one, so close the door and lock it. Big Daddy, don't play, Lord, I never walk away with nothing. Lord, you best believe there's a price for everything under the sun. He's my chubby wubby doughboy, marshmallow cream pie, snuck'em pumpkin pookie poo. Yeah, pardon me, I'm here to see Big Daddy. Steve, I needed one of your kazoos or something. Thank you. Yes, the mouth fart. That's good. He cuts a wide load when he rolls down the road. Long horns on the hood of his caddy. There's some hissing feedback.
Yeah, I think that's maybe Brad.
Was that you? Well, I didn't plan that, but it
Carry
was
on.
long horns on the hood of his caddy. Some will call him a cheat and some call him a liar, but only I can call him Daddy. Pardon me, I'm here to see Big Daddy. See, even in the 7th grade, I knew where my bread was buttered, you know? Well, he sits high on the courthouse square. He's the sheriff and the judge and the jury. He comes late to the bench, he comes late everywhere. He comes for me in a hurry. What? Big Daddy, don't play, Lord, I never walk away with nothing. And Lord, you best believe there's a price for everything under the sun. He's my chubby wubby dough boy, marshmallow cream pie, schnuckum pumpkin pew. Pardon me, boys, I'm here to see the Big Daddy. That's all I got.
Yeah. That's enough.
Annie
Good job.
Mosher never fails.
That's
never
enough.
fails to be just that much inappropriate. That was fantastic.
Right.
Mother's Day. That's fantastic.
You know.
Brad, I muted you before because you were going. But you
He was
I
angry.
know. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's okay.
Because
Hey,
that's
So Annie, you've got a new album coming out.
It scares me you wrote that today.
Yeah, we don't care.
It
Annie,
scares me. So.
Annie, you got a new album coming out. You happen to have a copy of it there?
Yeah, hold on. I got a copy.
Yeah, I thought you'd be prepared for this. I knew I should ask that right then.
I mean, keep talking, funny
Okay,
man.
Annie, that was fantastic.
Blah, 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 blah,
We
blah.
certainly can't
Love
wait to
it.
have you back on the show again in the very near future, and also to
It's
get
in
a
the
tour
car.
of your house.
That's not what.
Wow,
Do you have any
more?
more funny songs? Yeah, here it is. Look.
there you go.
Goldfish.
What a beautifusly simple cover. That's
Goldfish.
fantastic.
It's
a cute goldfish.
hard to see.
Oh,
Hold on,
goldfish.
I'm bringing it in the you can see it room. Hold on.
I'll make it in the.
There it is. It's a fish.
Awesome. And where can we get that?
All over the place where they have CDs for sale.
Perhaps
Like the Apple, the
AnnieMosher.com.
iTunes, the Spotify, the Annie Mosher social media pages.
Sure,
You know.
Facebook and Instagram and like that. Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. And where will you be playing live in the near future?
Well, I'm at the Bluebird this Saturday, the
Are you
early
really?
show. That'll be fun. And then the Bluebird again, June 24th, late show. That'll be fun.
Fantastic. I'm sorry I won't be able to be there this Saturday because I'll be in Cincinnati, but I
No,
hope
you're
to catch you
fancy.
on the
You're fancy.
June one. Everybody clap for Annie Mosher.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Annie Mosher.
Thank you, guys.
And now you're going to go away so that I can mock Brad some more.
Me
Brad.
not being able to be heard.
This Brad is doing his impression of Richie Cunningham. Oh, there he is.
Can you hear me?
Sort of. Yeah, it's good enough. Who cares? I think it's time to bring our headliner in here. Let's just
Find Myles.
find him. There he is. Hey, everybody. Let's welcome Myles Weber.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey,
Hello, everybody. Hello.
see
Thank you.
Your lips moving in sync with the sounds you're making. That's nice.
That's
Yeah.
but
Yeah. That's what
Brad,
I'm
everybody, give it up for Brad. That's one more time. I know the good internet. You can't be too grateful for it. I'm telling you, absolutely.
I'm going to plan now to play the recorded version of the worst joke. Just thought I'd tell you that, Brad. All right.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
We're going to do an intro for Myles, and then Myles is going to do 10 minutes of awesome stand-up. Here we go.
Hey.
It's time for a big headliner. Got some funny jokes to say. Oh, 10 minutes set headliner. Man, I'm so glad that it's Monday. Yeah.
Myles Weber.
Woohoo!
There we go. Right on. I'm just going to keep doing my impression of the John Cena meme that's been being shared right now. I'm just kind of grooving out. There we go. Right on. There it is. Okay. Well, thank you so much for sticking around, everybody, and putting on pants for the show, most of you. Thank you. We appreciate it. Good to have you here. I was told during the sound check that when I kind of lower my voice on this microphone, it sounds very soothing. And so if a joke bombs, I reserve the right to do this as an ASMR. So you can really get in nice and easy. So these jokes are best heard with headphones. Here we go. I do want to say, though, not for nothing, give it up for Brad for getting a word out at all over Carnival Wi-Fi. That is absolutely incredible. I know. Oh, man. He is doing the Lord's work out there on the ships. I just got off of a ship. That's how I know Brad. We've done ships together. And it's funny when you do cruise ships because usually at the comedy club, nobody knows who you are. Everybody's on vacation and they happen to have comedians there. It'd be weird if somebody was like, I'm a Myles Weber fan and I bought tickets for this Carnival cruise just to see you on a cruise. That's not usually a thing that happens. And so I was doing a show in the comedy club while I was getting ready to go on stage, and the host is up there and he's getting ready to bring me on, and it's jam-packed, standing room only. Everybody's up against the walls and everything, and there's this little open piece of real estate in the middle of the showroom, and I'm standing right there with my phone getting ready to go on while the guy introduces me, and I'm standing there not 5 seconds, and I feel a tap on my shoulder, and it's a black lady that goes, "You're standing in my way." And I appreciate the honesty. First of all, this lady wants to make sure she's enjoying her vacation. And man, she put those fake hips that she was using to work to get up to me and with lightning speed. And I told her, give me about 45 seconds to a minute and 15 seconds, and I promise you I will move. And she's like, fine. And she goes and she sits back down, and then the guy introduces me, and I walk on stage, and then I look at the lady and went, am I still in your way? So you can have fun on the ship sometimes, and you can have fun at comedy shows. There was one time my wife and I, we were at a comedy show. It was a private event. I was opening for Salvo Cano, who is one of the 4 Impractical Jokers. I'm a big fan of the show. It was playing the entire time in our hospital when my wife was delivering my son all day long, so we really liked that show. And this is a very frou-frou private event that him and I are working. It was across the street from Facebook. So it's just like rich white people who are not my demographic. Usually I deal with poor white people and some Hispanic folks. Those are usually my demo. And so my wife and I are enjoying the food at this fancy event, and that I'm going to perform at later. And there's this older lady who's next to us, and she's asking us, how do you know John, the birthday boy? And without missing a beat, I go, oh, we don't. We're crashing this. Which I'm assuming most of you would be like, oh, how fun. She, however, did not enjoy that is what I said. And she was like, oh, interesting. And she proceeded to roll up her gloves that already were past her elbow higher. And she walked away from him. I'm like, oh, we're going to get snitched on. That's what's going to happen next. And sure enough, the birthday boy came around. He's like, did you tell that lady that you were crashing this party? And I'm like, only because I've been lying to white ladies since I was 7. So this has just been embedded in my DNA. Because, yeah, I grew up, I was born and raised in this town where I'm living right now. Brad talked a little bit about it with me earlier. I was born and raised in Vallejo, California, which not a lot of people know is statistically the most racially diverse city in America, which is a fancy way of saying the least white. Because the white people we do have are the white ones you would mess with. Okay, my neighbor Steve, he keeps his tiki torches in his backyard. They help me light my joints. Okay, he's a good guy. I will say this though, it is weird being an adult because I've seen like my whole hometown kind of try to change and evolve because it's been very ghetto my entire life. But we live close to San Francisco, so a bunch of tech people tried to move in. And I gotta tell you, nothing is stranger than seeing a Tesla drive through the hood. The drive-bys have been substantially more quiet, though. I will say that. Break yourself, fool. They're really reducing their carbon footprint while putting a footprint in your ass. Let me tell you what. And for the record, the only reason we let Teslas in the hood is because we don't know where the catalytic converter is on that thing. As soon as we find that catalytic converter, y'all are in trouble. Absolutely, man. I like doing stand-up comedy. I've been doing this a long time. It was funny. You get some weird compliments after comedy shows. I had one guy come up to me at a show last week. He was like, "Hey, man, you're really funny. I like that thing that you do with your eyebrows." And I was like, "My Tourette's? Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll tell my doctor that it tickles your fancy. This is going to be fun for me." Yeah, I got diagnosed with Tourette's syndrome late in life. It wasn't until I was in my 30s that I got diagnosed with Tourette's, because that's not what my mom called it when I was growing up. She just used to call it "stop making those faces at me." And I couldn't. So now I'm a comic. That's how you make us, it turns out. Weird childhood trauma. And what it is basically is, if you've seen my eyebrows kind of wig out a little bit, my chest will randomly just flex on its own. It's like God was making me and he's like, sprinkle a little extra douche on that guy's face. Just make it where everybody is completely unsure if he's being just a jerk to them every conversation he's having. Because sometimes this eyebrow will get stuck. And that's very problematic for some conversations where I'm like, "I'm very sorry that your grandmother died. That sounds very tragic." And no, I'm serious. It sounds terrible. What happened? Because I can't even it out. That makes it worse. It's like, wow, she died that way, huh? Like that does nothing. All right. But I will say it's part of the reason I love my wife so much, because we balance each other out. She has a resting bitch face and I have an active dick face. Life is all about balance. Okay. See, there we go. Brad approves of that joke. Perfect. Right on. That's why I wrote it. I will say this though. My wife is amazing for staying with me because I'm no picnic, man. I got Tourette's, ADD, and OCD, which is a lot of letters. If I ever get a PhD, I'd be unstoppable. And I will say, man, it's rough having ADD because nobody cares. It's the one disorder that people are like, "Why don't you just focus?" And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't think about that. That's weird. I think I'm going to think about that for a little while, try and reevaluate every decision I made leading up to this conversation." It sucks, man. There's no sympathy for ADD. There's no walk for a cure for ADD, which is a shame because it would be such a short walk. It's also rough having ADD because I'm a new father now, and it's rough when you have ADD and you're a new dad because babies don't have object permanence. So if I'm playing peekaboo with my son and I get distracted in the middle of it and leave, he thinks I'm never coming back. He's like, "Where did Dada go?" It's like, "Sorry, Dada forgot that he started cleaning the bathrooms this morning. We got to finish that up. These rituals are rituals for a reason." Okay. And my wife knew that I had OCD from the first day she moved in with me. Apparently, I had no idea that she knew. And recently I was like, "How did you know that I had it?" She's like, "Oh, well, you would arrange the remotes on the coffee table in order from biggest to smallest. And I would come home and mess them up. And then you would get home and they would be rearranged again in order from biggest to smallest." And a normal person would hear that conversation and be like, "What a silly thing to do to your husband." And I heard that and I was like, "That was you? This whole time? I thought we had a ghost who was messing with me. Things go where they go, you anarchist. What is wrong with you?" And I will say this, my son, man, he brings all of my OCD out. I didn't know I detested messes as much as I do until my son came around, man. I can't do messes. The other day he had a cup of milk and he looked me dead in the eyes and just upended that whole cup of milk all over the floor, not knowing how far I can throw him. Your head is barely attached to your body, homie. Okay, you're 40 pounds soaking wet. I could shot put you 40 yards without a running start. Okay. Apparently these are not normal thoughts you're supposed to have about your son, about your 16-month-old. These aren't normal thoughts. But I did have a proud papa moment though. And this was recently. I came off the road, and every time I come off the road, there's little things that I got to get accustomed to because he's growing so fast, man. And so now he sleeps with his bottle of water in his crib with him. And so I went and I put him down for bed for the night, and I put the bottle in the corner of the crib, and I said, "Night, son, I love you." And I turned off the light, and I went outside, and I went and I looked at the baby monitor that we have, and I saw my son get up from lying down. He went over to the corner where I put the bottle of water. He grabbed it, he put it in the other corner and laid back down. And my OCD was like, "That's my son." Things go where they go. See, he gets it, dear. What's wrong with you? So, moral of the story, if you got a lot of letters, chances are you've got a strong, independent wife who's doing a lot of the work behind you. You guys have been absolutely a joy to perform from. Thank you for letting me bend your ear for a little bit. My name is Myles Weber. Thank you so much. Love you guys.
Myles Weber! Wow. That was really great. Brad may join us if he's able to, or maybe he won't. I'll just say, hey, on behalf of me and Brad, thank you, Myles, for being here.
Thanks for having me. It was so much fun.
Performing again online or in person?
Yes, if you follow me on all the social media at Myles Weber Joker, Myles with a Y, Weber 1B, you can see a lot of my stand-up clips on there every week. And then for my tour schedule, go to mylesweber.com. And yeah, I'm performing live all over the place. I'm doing a tour through Texas in the summer. I'm recording a special out there. I'm going through Colorado, New Mexico, the upper Pacific Northwest, North Carolina, going through a lot of different fun places this year. So check out my stuff on social media and you'll be able to see my full schedule on there.
All right. Yes, Brad, do you have a thought? No, Brad has no thought.
Can you hear me?
Did that last 10 minutes exactly?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Forget it.
Okay, never mind. Myles Weber, everybody! And it's now time to join with our favorite melty person. It's Patti Vasquez. Hi, Patti.
Hey, Patti.
And I'm gonna minimize Mile because I don't think Brad can do anything. Oh, yeah, he did it. How about that? Hi, Patti.
Hello.
Good to see you again. It's been a long time.
Really, it's been too long, Steve.
All right, we're gonna do a little intro and you're gonna melt. Here we go.
It's time for a Patti Melt with Patti Vasquez, Patti Vasquez. From global conflicts to greenhouse gases, the folks refusing to wear masks says, and politicians getting caught grabbing asses. She's melting down. It's a Patti Vasquez, Patti Melt.
Here she is.
Hello. Look, I got my Mother's Day flowers. So go.
Hey.
All right.
I had a great Mother's Day, and I want to tell you something. I got in I had a disagreement with a coworker today who said, I told her that I went shopping and went to brunch by myself yesterday. Yeah, I did that. It was fantastic. And then I came home and I spent the rest of the day with my family. And she was like, you're supposed to be spending time with your family. No, that was a gift to me, was to be by myself. It's been a little hectic lately. I don't know if you know this, but here's the thing. It's kind of nice to have a place that I go to work. So I now have new material. So that lady wants to give me a hard time. Let's do this because I have new material. However, the thing I've learned now being in an office 2 or 3 days a week, I don't know if I developed this during the pandemic, but I definitely make way more noise than I thought I did. Like when I sit down, apparently I creak and I go, The worst thing though, are the restrooms. I don't know if anybody else does this where like if you're taking a little bit longer than you'd like in a stall and then a coworker comes in. And I'm like, I'm just going to wait till everybody leaves. And then another round of people come in. And you're like, well, now I have to wait for these people. My office is now the stall in the bathroom. Do my work from there. If you get an email from me around 2:00 on weekdays, it might be coming from the stall on the 14th floor of the State of Illinois building. I'm just saying, it might happen. I do want to, typically I have something to gripe about, and there's so many things. We'll be back on Monday to do that again, but I have to tell you how exciting today has been in Chicago. We have a new mayor. It's very exciting, and I thought that was going to be the exciting part. He gave a great speech. You guys, I started weeping, and I didn't expect this at all, but I was watching TV, and a judge comes out across the stage to do the swearing in of our clerk. So the clerk does the oath, the oath of office for the alder people. But this woman walks across the stage, and I was at work. Maybe this is why no one's gonna like me. I started screaming at my desk. It was a Latina judge. It was I don't think I can't remember a Latina judge swearing in and elected in the city of Chicago in my entire life. And I started crying, and it turns out it was also a friend of mine. So I got to interview her on my radio show and tell her I'd seen her when I was 10 years old. She would have been right up there with Wonder Woman because it was amazing. So it was a good day in Chicago. People are going to get mad about Brandon Johnson's speech, but you know what? I'll deal with them later.
Patti Vasquez! That was a heartwarming melt. It's like,
I know. I don't have an angry melt. I'm not angry.
Preheated more than melted. That's good.
I know. It was sort of a drip. No, that doesn't sound right.
It was a Velveeta melt.
It was fantastic.
There you go.
Very smooth.
Thank you, Patti. All right, since Brad is frozen and Patty's all melted, I think it's time for me to do. I'm gonna get rid of Patti, and I'll assume Brad will get rid of himself as I do this.
Out another dumb song from Steve for no reason.
Yeah. All right. This is incredibly stupid. The song is not done yet. I'm gonna try this out on you guys. We're just gonna give it a shot. This is how we work things out. You try a little bit of it. If it works, we'll try some more. So this is something I call Jerry Lewis singing Led Zeppelin. All right. Let's find our friend John Trentis, who's around here somewhere. There he is. Hang on. I'm getting you in here, John. Everything's very slow. Here we go. Hi, John.
Hey, John.
Hey. John has done this before. He's a regular musical guest of ours, but tonight he's going to participate in an ongoing work release program we have for up-and-coming wayward comics who have run into some trouble with the law. I don't want to say anything. Don't want to cast aspersions. Don't be smirching. But he gets 1 minute to do some stand-up, and we're going to set the clock. Here we go. You got 1 minute. I don't know if you can see that, but it's 1 minute. And as soon as 1 minute hits, the dinner bell rings. So let's see if you can bring this in right at 1 minute. First, we'll do an intro, and then it's you.
So you say you're a comedian wannabe, and you're willing to work for free. You're not a pro, so where can you go? Don't want to spend all night at an open mic. Try the Amateur Minute in our online show. If your is funny, we'll let you know. It's the Amateur Minute. Are you ready to go on the virtual comedy show? And we're not going to pay you. That's what amateur means.
Shoot, I cut it off.
Okay, well, man, I really messed up. I introduced Siri to Chat GPT. Now my iPhone's pregnant. She messaged me with the news. I replied, I found this for you about it on the internet. Now that Chat GPT, I don't know how he does it. He always has the right thing to say. But to be fair, full disclosure, it wasn't completely his fault. He did try to use a Trojan, but our antivirus software blocked it. Got kind of awkward there for a little bit. I was like, guys, get a chat room. Well, I guess he has to pay child support now. It'll be in Bitcoin. And, you know, that wasn't the end of it. He tried to hit on Alexa, but she kept sending him Blu-rays of Fatal Attraction along with Bunny Rabbits.
Well done, John Trentis, everybody. That's fantastic.
That was great.
John, where
Good
can we
job,
find you?
John.
Where can we find you performing or doing anything anywhere?
Well, my next scheduled thing is going to be Bluebird Cafe Writers Night, Sunday night, July 9th.
I'll be there.
Steve will be there.
We should all be there. That'd be great. All right. Thank you, John. We're going to say goodbye to John now, but we'll all see him in July, of course. And now it's time for Begging for Money.
Brad begs for money. Hey, we need your money. We don't charge a cover for a 2-drink minimum, so what did you expect, Jack?
Of course, it's not Brad, it's me, because Brad cannot be found. We need your money, please, to help get Brad some decent Wi-Fi for these very important shows. So if you wouldn't mind, go to www.virtualcomedyshow.com and click the green button that says donate to the comedians. We divide it evenly amongst the 5 of us who perform, and really do appreciate it if you can help us keep this going. I know there's not a pandemic anymore, but sure it's fun to gather on Mondays and do this, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
Any help you can give us is very much appreciated. Again, that address is virtualcomedyshow.com, and then click the little button that says donate to the comedians. All right, that's enough of that. Let's do the worst joke of the week. Here we go.
Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Boo! That was the worst joke ever.
Any second now. Oh, it's coming. Here it comes.
Hey, kids, the worst joke of the week. Russia lost 4 fighter aircraft in one day in Ukraine, and no one knows exactly why they crashed. Some say engine failure, or they were shot down by Ukrainian soldiers with handheld rockets that weren't detected. Or most plausible, even the planes know what they're doing is wrong and they killed themselves.
Hey, that was a virtual comedy show. We learned a lot of stuff we didn't need to know, like the fact that Brad drinks only Coke Zero for breakfast. That's what you get when you watch this show. Fascinating, isn't it? We have a lot of fun at the virtual comedy show. It's better than sitting home playing with your toes or going to the dump to watch stuff decompose. Keep coming back to the virtual comedy show. We hope you enjoy the virtual comedy show. You don't have to dress up, no, 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 no. You can be like Brad and go commando. Every Monday it's the virtual comedy show. See you Monday at the virtual comedy show. It's at www.virtualcomedyshow.com. That's right.